burn a bitch, so it's not nice.
You never call my phone every day. Singing you sung my song every day. On my way to you today. Wanna know the ETA. Like what we doing, I got the keys. Drag, gotta get it, tuck it, be with me. Bag, wanna ride with you and come with me. Going, tell me what you did, you gotta see. Cause I've been driving miles for some hours. If you ever get with my bitch, then she ours. But like, please don't come around here sending showers. Tryna get you out of my head. Lately I've been posted, I've been wanting my bread. Fucking probably tryna get you out of my bed. Play that shit again and hear the shit that I said. Like you ain't hear the shit that I said. Fuck around, we getting even, I'm probably wrong. Go ahead and don't believe it, I want you gone. I ain't got you riding lead and they play a song. Like you ain't hear the shit that he heard. Get you cut like ain't no way, you should've put on reverb. That little brother hop out on you, now you hit up me. Pick her up and drop her off and now you never see her. If she minds you probably something that you never see. Cause I've been driving miles for some hours. If you ever get with my bitch, then she ours. But like please don't come around here sending showers. Tryna get you out of my head. Lately I've been posted, I've been wanting my bread. Fucking probably tryna get you out of my bed. Play that shit again and hear the shit that I said. Like you ain't hear the shit that I said. Well, hey, hey, hey. Well, hey, hey. I've been driving miles in some hours. If you rather women my bitch, then she ours. But like, please don't come around here sending showers. Tryna get you out of my head. Lately, I've been posting, I've been running my bread. Fucking on tryna get you out of my head. Play that shit again and hear the shit that I said. Like you ain't hear the shit that I said.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit Sports community and around the world. We're back with the morning after. It's a Lauren Wednesday. I didn't say the full name this time.
Yeah, just Lauren.
Normally, I rip the full government.
Yeah, normally you do.
But we're back. Lauren is back. Providence College is back.
Dude, y'all are back.
Dude, we're so back.
You looked good yesterday.
You know what it is, though? It's an injection of a top 15 draft pick. That's what Bryce Hopkins is. That's what he's going to be by the end of the year. I promise you. That kid guards 1 through 5 and can score anywhere.
I did want to ask you, though, did you see the chance?
I did see the
Okay,
chance.
because I was going to send it to you. I completely forgot to. What do you think?
Here's the problem. All right, guys. Flame the hair now. Get it out of the way.
Dude, it looks good.
I didn't shower, so it's all poofy in certain spots.
Okay, also, it's rainy
like
here. It's very, kind of humid weather.
Thank you.
So he's good.
Yeah, people don't get the only important part is this, and I feel like he did a good job.
He did.
Shout out Hector.
That's clean.
You guys want his number? I got his number. If you want Hector's number.
I like the mullet.
I know, dude. I know. They never like my hair. So, you know what? At least it's better than Shelly's. Come on. Come on. Can I at least get that?
I think you can.
Here's the problem, though. So, obviously, Napoli, that's our AD, had to get on Twitter and apologize for our chance. That's not the first time he's had to do that. If you go to his Twitter and search wanted to apologize, he has to do it at least 3 times a year. The problem is we were 5.5-point dogs at home. They were begging students to pack the house for this game.
Okay.
Bryce Hopkins' return game.
Yeah.
We end up 20-balling BYU, and you got a bunch of Irish kids drunk. Obviously, they're going to start chanting, fuck the Mormons. But also, fuck the Mormons. You know what I mean? You came into our house, and you got your shit blown. I feel like that's only fair.
I never understand when they're like, oh, so classy. I'm like, you expect these drunk college kids to be classy?
Especially
Welcome to college sports, buddy. Like,
especially
it's not...
Providence. It's all we got. All we got is college basketball.
That's
So if
a
we
gritty,
have
gritty town from what I hear.
dude, just grit. Literally just grit. It's Irish kids from Massachusetts, Irish kids from New Jersey, Irish kids from New York, and you give them tall boys of beer, and they're playing the Mormons.
What do you expect?
Like what? Like
That's
actually, what do
I'm
you
saying.
expect?
Like, I think it's silly.
Like what do you actually expect?
It's like
What do you actually
classy and
expect?
like college students. I don't know if the two correlate. You
Like
know?
literally ever.
Like what? You don't want that.
No. If we were like, all right, thanks for coming out, I would disown the school.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out Colt 6, subscribe, 7-month subscriber. He said, let's bring home the coins today. We're going to do it, I promise.
But also, like that's BYU. It's just Mormons. Like,
Also, yeah, fuck 'em.
yeah,
If there's a school I hate, BYU.
there is
Zach
a line,
Wilson,
but
fuck 'em.
like that's what we think of BYU is the Mormons. And
Zach
you just
Wilson.
20 balled them at home.
At home, well, as underdogs.
You know?
Plus 198. Smack that. Sold the 3-man though yesterday with Jaden Pierre-Paul. Just wanted to apologize for that one.
Yeah.
Josh came through with Luca PRA. Josh never gives guys like that.
Never.
That was air, dude.
And then
I knew
fucking
to take Luka.
Trent gave Gary Trent Jr., who had like 6 threes.
I just want to give someone that Trent would take, that I liked, and Luka was pretty easy.
Oh, did that smack the Gary
Yeah.
Trent?
Oh wait, yeah. Gary Trent hit, Luka hit, and then
I sold
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Nah, dude. That's all right.
What's his name?
Jaden Pierre.
Jaden Pierre.
Jaden Pierre-Paul. Sold the 3-man. Fuck. Speaking of 3-mans, though, the Thirsty 3 hit back-to-back years. I don't think that gets talked about enough.
No, that's big time.
I don't think that gets
Dude,
talked about
I just
enough.
want to say the snipe on Jaquindon Jackson isn't getting talked
Yeah.
about
I
enough.
feel like that was
such a
generational,
snipe.
dude.
That was
That
such a
was.
snipe.
Quarterback
was.
turned running back. This was his first full year
Like
as a
the other
running back.
two, it's like, okay, yeah, like we expected them to do good, but Jaquindon Jackson hadn't even heard that name before it was in the Thirsty 3. So.
Potentially pull of cinch.
Yeah.
Potentially pull of cinch. Our coin toss one almost full faded.
And he missed some games too.
I think yours was the only one in the coin toss one that hit, by the way.
No,
We
I,
almost full faded.
I don't think Bond hit because he got hurt.
We had one green. Definitely wasn't Cam Rising. Shout out Rav. How many games did he play? 3?
I don't.
I don't even know.
Maybe.
Someone said it was always fucking Green. Jalen fucking Green. Shout out Lauren for
Oh,
Jalen
yeah.
Green yesterday.
Yeah, that was big time.
Trent hit a Fugazi, which means the world's ending. So everybody batten down the hatches. Just
Dude,
get
he's
prepared.
been like hot.
Why is he so hot?
I don't know.
Like genuinely, what is
It's
going
kind
on?
of like losing his aura though. It's like
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be good.
Yeah, I don't like when he's good.
Yeah. Like
Just
I don't think anyone
aura-wise.
does. It's like we want to hate on you. Like what is this?
You know what
What's
I
your
think
bit
it is?
now?
I feel like he's taking his own place.
Yeah.
When I first met Trent
Yeah.
years ago, he was like not a bad better. Like he would rip his own place, and I feel like now he listens to the community a lot, and that's what loses him. Shout out you guys. Guy like me, I make my own bets and almost full fade yesterday in college basketball. But Josh, like we said yesterday, we did everything right.
Everything right.
We did everything right.
Just execution wasn't there.
Yeah.
We did everything we wanted to. Just execution wasn't there.
From now on, Lauren, whenever we full fade or lose our bets, we are in the Matt Eberflus tree of taking accountability. We did everything right, just didn't fall our way. So we did everything right.
Okay.
We did everything right, just didn't fall our way. Cincinnati banned, Notre Dame banned. Should have just taken Ole Miss with the points. I don't know why I didn't, but the over banned.
Yeah.
Shout out Michigan, the only win. Save the full fade. Some kid DM me. It's like every time I have a losing night, you know the DMs always get
Of
a little bit
course.
more full.
Of course.
I just feel bad sometimes because you get those kids that are genuine. One kid was like, dude, the one fucking day I decided to tail, I'm broke. I was like, fuck. God damn it. Fuck. It's like those hurt the most. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
one kid that's like, you know what? I'm going to tell Mikey today. Just bam, 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 bam. He's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, damn it, bro. Shit.
Got a little overtime pay. Wanted to use it.
Yeah.
Telling the plat.
Dude, fuck the platter, honestly, dude. Whoever's putting out the platter, fuck the platter, dude. The Knicks move on to the NBA Cup Finals, I think, and the Celtics are eliminated.
Really?
Or at least to the
Not the
elimination
finals,
stage.
yeah, to the
elimination
elimination,
stage. I don't know if you saw the video of Karl Anthony Towns. Did you see that one?
The pass? Or
No, the shot.
Oh
Yeah, the
yeah, no,
shot.
that was
I saw that.
nasty.
The most aura he's ever had in his entire career.
That was the coolest
Dude,
thing
I
he's
saw
ever done.
someone say like
Not
I'm
even
finally
close.
starting to like Cat. Like he's
Me
like
too,
he's
dude.
playing different this year.
We brought him home. You know he's from New Jersey? I almost went to the private high school he went to.
Really?
Shout out St. Joe's in Metuchen.
Well.
Remember when I told you he was going to be a massive addition and you didn't like him?
Well, because he's just...
I think I remember you saying that.
But how do you like him before he gets to the Knicks? Like,
Dude, because he's
everything you want.
good.
Dude, you see an interview and he's like,
Big purr.
Literally though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see him in an interview, he's like, "No way." Dude, Carl, man. That's not how you talk. And I know it because you're from New Jersey, and I know you didn't have the Canadian accent in New Jersey.
Dude, I just know when he was trying to back down Wagner, he just hit one of the.
No, he probably went.
He for sure.
Here, I'll play it. I got it right here.
Man.
That was so saucy, dude. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
here it is. Here it is. Peep this shit. Right there.
Man.
That's so good.
That's actually so funny. You know, he'd be like, fuck, dude. He's so good. He's actually goated. And you know what pisses me
Yeah.
off, dude? Not to derail it a little bit, but I'm so tired of the media. Every time the Knicks have a good, they're always like, they still need one more piece. It's like, dude, this team can definitely win an NBA championship. Like, this starting five can win
Yeah,
an
I
NBA
think so.
championship. Like, they keep discrediting Jalen Brunson, and I don't understand why. Like, he's never not shown up in a big game. But
He's a
every
winner.
time you turn on NBA ESPN, they're like, you know, the only thing that worries me about the Knicks is consistency, and they're still missing that guy. It's like, who do you want them to go get with this starting five? Like, I don't
I really
understand.
wish y'all could have kept DiVincenzo, though.
I know, dude.
Keeping him would have been.
He might get traded, though. He's, like, playing horrible.
Yeah, he is playing really bad.
Do you really want it?
But
People are quote tweeting his stats are like, damn, the power of friendship is actually real.
yeah, he could have just been like a New York guy.
I agree.
Just
dude.
embraced it.
He was, dude. He didn't want to leave.
Like imagine going from
Yeah.
New York to Minnesota.
When he was talking shit to Tibbs, that was so funny.
Nuts. I can't finish, huh?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
This is
Uh,
what
Yeah,
happens
you
when they
may
let you
not.
run shit.
Damn.
Crazy.
Dude, you know what's funny? I saw this thing. It was like, someone, you could tell, like, my favorite part of my Knicks Twitter is, like, the guys that have clearly been a fan forever. They're definitely, like, in their 40s, and they've just been Knicks fans forever. And they, like, quote tweeted when the Knicks dropped, I think it was, like, 140 on the Nuggets. And they're like, damn, I ain't never seen a Tibbs team act like this. It's like, nor they play, like, no offense, just, like, grind out 90, 75 wins. It's just, like, 140 in Denver. Damn, I ain't never seen a Tibbs team act like this. But, dude, the Knicks are back. I'm excited. They're playing well.
It's a fun team to watch.
Knicks are getting Jimmy Butler.
Is that
That's
confirmed?
what Peggy said.
Is that a
Oh.
thing?
I thought that was confirmed. That was a
No.
little fucked up, guys.
No. Would you like that?
Yeah. But who'd you give up? You can't give up
Yeah.
OG. Can't give up Mikhail. Can't give up Jalen, Josh, or Carl.
Oh, yeah, so you can't get him.
I can't give up the starting
Ah,
five.
yeah.
Spotify Rap Day today. Speaking of
Mm.
starting five, top five artists, I know my one buddy was like, Instagram is now unusable today.
Dude,
But I actually like seeing people's music because
I
it tells me
love-
who you are as a person.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you know ball? Like, I'm
Yeah.
just like, do you know ball?
Or it just like tells me like the kind of person you are in your free time
Mm-hmm.
when you're by
Yeah.
yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I hear your guys' top five artists?
I would love to tell.
I think you guys are gonna think mine's funny, but I will say this: my top artist I listened to for 4,000 minutes. I don't know if that's a lot,
That's.
and it wasn't like I don't leave my phone on when I sleep,
Okay.
but I listen to a lot of
Well,
music.
do you want to do yours first?
NBA YoungBoy was my top artist,
Saw that coming.
but it's not like the hard NBA.
It was
YoungBoy
between two
songs.
guys.
Yeah,
Is
well,
number
he's
two who I
also in
think
that.
it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, my top five are NBA YoungBoy.
Okay.
Dude, I'm kind of basic. I'm like a basic bitch. There was no deep cuts in here.
That's all right.
NBA YoungBoy, Drake, Gunna,
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how 5 squeaked in here because I feel like I don't listen to him that much, but it was Future.
Mm.
I don't know how he squeaked
Squeak it.
because I don't really listen to him that much.
I love Future.
But I don't listen to him like that, so I'm shocked that he cracked
Well,
the
he
top
dropped
five.
the 2 albums this year, and I'm
Mm.
sure.
But if you listen to, is it What a Time to Be Alive?
Mm-hmm.
Is that count as Future streams?
Yeah.
Oh, so then
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's the collab album.
Yeah, so then yeah, that banged me out. I listen to that album all the time.
Yeah.
I just want to say my number one, I was top 2%, and
Wow.
I feel special. But Drake, number one.
Wow.
Number 2, Future. I love Future.
Oh, you were in the Future bag.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
3, everyone saw it coming. 42, Doug. That's my goat.
Wow.
4, Parker
Yeah, you do
McCollum,
love-
my little
okay.
country goat.
Sneaky.
And then 5, Metro Boomin, just because of the Future album.
The Future album.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
42 Doug squeakage at
Dude,
top 3.
I
dude.
love him.
You do.
Big
love.
42 Doug guy.
You actually really do.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't
Wow.
even use Spotify. So
What do you use?
Apple Music.
But they give you a Wrapped.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have 5 people,
Okay.
and I just lost it. Give me 1 sec.
I want to hear
get
y'all's number one
Alright, we
song
got it back.
too.
Oh, mine's bad.
All right, well, my number one song and person is Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, you do
love
like
Sleepy
him.
I love Sleepy
You
Hollow.
do.
2 is Drake.
Let's go, Josh.
3 is Don Toliver. 4 is Uzi, and 5 is Future.
That's a solid list out of Josh,
That's a good one.
dude. That's a solid list out
Dude,
of
Rito,
Josh.
42 Doug dropped an album this year. Fire. Okay.
My top song, I was in the 0.005%. 0.005% of listeners globally. It was Ron Artest by Babyface Ray and 42 Doug.
That's a good one, dude.
But it's because it was like a bit, like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Just
Mine
listened to
was,
it a lot with a certain person. It was like our song.
What the fuck you mean by Future?
That is incredible, dude. That is incredible.
Mine's Winners in Paris by Sleepy Hollow.
Wow.
I listen to that song a lot too.
I've never heard that, I don't think.
That's a
Bang.
banger.
Might have to do it for the intro tomorrow.
Bang.
Josh, I think you put me on to that song.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks, Easy
Song
Puck.
slaps.
Easy Puck, sneaky. Mike, you look great today. Love the fit. Thanks, man.
Right, there you go. See?
All my top 5 songs were Dirk. I think I got to diversify. Or you're just a murderer. Either one. You're either a murderer or you just love Lil Durk. Or you need to diversify. Do you have a top song, Josh, on Apple? Do they give you that?
That was it.
What are you doing on Apple?
Winners in Paris.
But what are you doing on Apple?
I've had it my entire life. so
Also, really quick, before you say
I
that,
used to have beats.
I've seen the screenshots of the
turned it
2
out.
raps. I do think Apple's Wrapped is better than Spotify.
You think so?
They have better like categories.
What were the categories?
It's just more like dialed in. Like ours or like mine was just like
It's not even a rap. I can just like look at that. Like the rap's not even out yet for it.
oh.
Like that, I can just like look at like who the.
Oh, I don't know if we can do that. No, you're
Yeah.
just definitely out, dude. People were screenshotting
Yeah.
it yesterday from Apple, dude.
Uh-huh.
You might have to go to your emails
I don't know, dude.
from last Easter's. My top 5 songs are Ron Artest, Someone Make It Stop by Mike, Akbar by Youngboy, Automatic by Youngboy, and then Nights Like This. I don't know why Nights Like This squeaked.
That's a good one though. That's a good
It's
one.
a sad one.
Dude, no Tory Lanez?
I know, dude. I was kind of shocked. Like, I'm not even kidding. I really don't think Future's my 5th. Because I don't listen to him like that. But I listen to What a Time to Be Alive a lot.
That's got to be why then.
Because I didn't really listen to the Metro albums. Because I'm kind of a little bitch and I know they diss Drake a lot. So I didn't
Yeah.
listen to it.
Dude, I do think they hashed, at least Future and Drake kind of hashed beef. Which is good because those are my like.
Are you
Those
sure?
are my fellas. Yeah. I think so.
Did you say Kendrick and Drake?
No.
Oh, Future and Drake. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Future.
Well, I think Young Thug was like, yeah, we got to figure this shit out, bro. You guys can't be doing this shit.
Yeah, no.
Like, come on.
Dude, I need another collab album.
I agree.
I
dude.
need
I
one.
agree. Did you see Kendrick put the Toronto date of his tour on, I think it's June 12th?
June 12th, I think so.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that's big for. But
I
Uh-huh.
can't stand Kendrick. I think he's a really good like writer, but like trying to listen to him, hard listen.
dude, people.
But like Money Trees, hard song, but that's about it.
I had to retweet it, and I never like retweet shit like this. But someone put out their artist, and it's like, damn, I don't know how Drake squeaked in there, but I promise it's all of his old stuff, and it's like Kendrick Lamar's is #1,
Yeah.
and it was like in the Kendrick, it was in like the Kendrick Lamar like Twitter group,
Yeah.
and someone quoted it, and it was like behind closed doors, out of 6 God worshiping.
Yeah, I did see
Got
that.
him.
I did see that.
Fucking got him.
All right, I got it.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
So it's a little different. It's Drake, Future, Uzi, Sleepy Hollow, Don Toliver.
Wow. Okay.
And then,
Okay.
but the top song's still the same. It's Winners in Paris.
Okay. What other categories do they have?
They have top songs, top albums,
What was your top album?
hard stuff. It's Don Toliver's new album.
Good one.
Okay.
Top artist by month, top songs by month.
They just like break it down more.
I just
minutes
want.
listened, songs played. I don't know. You can like break everything down by month, which is kind of cool.
I just want to tell everybody, if your girlfriend or the girl you're talking to or your wife's top 5 is Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, Shabuzi, and someone give me another one.
Probably like Zach Bryan.
And Zach Bryan, move on. Move on. Move on. Go ahead, move on.
Your girlfriend is Nick Yale.
Come on.
Tate McRae.
Dude, he didn't
That's
deserve
so
all that,
funny.
dude. That's fucked in the street.
Well, that was his. He loved Shabuzi was his #1.
Was
That's why I
Shabuzi
said that.
actually Nick's
Yeah,
#1?
That's why I said that. Yeah.
Damn.
Hey,
Damn.
he
No,
doesn't-
not Shabuzi. The song. What's the song? A
Bar song.
That bar song, yeah.
That was his number 1.
Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. All right, sorry. Back on track. Texas in the SEC championship.
Woo.
Texas in the playoff.
Yeah. Feeling good.
How do you
dude.
like? How are you feeling?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Where are you at right now?
the only question mark is Quinn's play, and if that's our only question mark, then I feel really good. That's all I'll say. We do have
Okay.
the best defense in the country. You're not going to score on us. We're ready, dude.
How do you feel about the SEC championship coming up? I know we talked about it on the coin toss shout out. We'll be dropping Thursday.
We're
but
100% getting our leg back. But, dude, I don't know if you saw, but in the bracket, there's a chance we play Georgia for a third time, like back-to-back. And that's just brutal, dude.
well, that'd be a fun trilogy.
But I
though.
do think it should change, like, whether who wins or not. Like, it should adjust. Like, I'm really hoping, that's what I was saying, watch the coin toss, but hopefully Oregon loses.
Well, if you win, you're not going to play them back to back.
We
Well,
better
actually,
not.
you might have to play. Yeah, maybe you'd have to play.
But
them
Georgia
back.
should
But
drop
they'd have
down
to
a
play
little bit,
another
I
game.
think.
They would have to play another game
Yeah.
before you.
Yeah, it's looking like Indiana.
Yeah.
You know what's
So-
funny? Kyle B just commented about Notre Dame. You know what's really unfair? Because I have a bunch of friends that went to SMU.
Yeah,
The
like
fact
Notre
that
Dame-
SMU can lose the ACC championship and get knocked out, but Notre Dame doesn't have to play in a and I know we've talked about it a bunch, and Notre Dame
Yes.
doesn't have to play in a conference championship and is auto in, but just doesn't get a bye. I'm pretty sure if you said, hey, SMU, you don't have to play in your conference championship, but you're not going to get a bye, they would 100% do that. Like, that's so unfair to this SMU team that's, like, busted ass all year that 100% should be in, that they could potentially lose to Clemson and get knocked out, but a team like Notre Dame doesn't have to do that.
Yeah, that's
Like,
not
that's
right.
so unfair.
It's not right.
They
it's
have
like
to
Notre
fix
Dame's
that.
defense. Like what do you taught? You lost to NIU, brother. You shouldn't even be in the conversation.
I agree.
You shouldn't even be in the conversation. You lost to NIU
I agree.
at home. At home. What is there to say?
I agree.
Like what is there to say?
Where's
And
I don't
Goose?
know.
And by the way, the fact that SMU could get bumped and Bama replaces, like, you know they're losing. I'm
Dude,
not going to bet on them
Ole
to lose,
Miss-
but you know they want
Like
Alabama
obviously, I'm a
there.
big like South Carolina slipper. I love that team. I think they would really make a run if they were to get in. They're not going to. But even Ole Miss should get in before Alabama. Like we got to stop looking at logos and just
I agree.
squeaking.
I agree.
Like Alabama's not good this year.
No.
They're not.
No. They just, dude, what was the game they just played where they didn't even score a touchdown? It was like 6-25. OU is horrendous.
They're terrible.
And you lost to Vanderbilt,
Drew
dude.
Yeah.
Pine beat OU.
Yeah, could you imagine Jalen Milroe not beating OU?
Exactly. Like
I
that's-
honestly
like they're,
hope Notre
they're
Dame-
a bad football team. Like OU's a bad football team this year.
I hope Notre Dame gets what's coming to them in the playoff. I hope they play someone and they just get their fucking shit cracked.
And here's someone wild hearing a Texas fan stop looking at. We lost one game, brother. We didn't lose. We
I
didn't
agree.
lose.
I agree.
Sure, we didn't have like a big win, but we didn't have a big loss either.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
like we handled business when we needed to. So what is there to say?
I agree.
What is there to say?
And it's also crazy now. Ohio State doesn't have to play in the Big Ten championship, obviously. But they're already in
They're
the
in.
playoff. Like, it's just stuff like that where I feel bad for teams like SMU that should just be in. Like, they shouldn't have to prove themselves again in an extra game that other teams don't have to play.
Yeah,
Like, if anything, it
I'm
should
with
be like,
you.
okay, if you make the conference championship, if you win, you obviously whatever the auto bid. But if you lose and you were already in, it doesn't affect your position because that's
Yeah.
unfair.
Yeah, but then the conference championship games mean nothing, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like even if Georgia loses to Texas, like in their heads, like there's a chance they don't get in. If they have 3 losses, there's a chance.
But their losses would
there'd
be
have to be
Texas,
some
Texas.
wicked stuff
Yeah,
going
but-
on for them not to get in
No,
because
they
they
do.
Oh, no.
they are pretty much a lock.
Who'd they lose to? Bama?
They lost.
Bama?
Ole Miss.
Yeah,
Bama and Ole Miss?
yeah.
Yeah, if you have Bama, Ole Miss, Texas, though, are those bad losses?
But Bama also
No.
has 3 losses, but they beat them. So it's like, who are they going
Oh,
to put in?
yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
But then it's unfair because Georgia
And
has
Ole
to play
Miss-
that extra game.
But then Ole Miss, all you know, that's just
Yeah.
you never know. It's like in their head, like they have to win this game,
Yeah. I mean, that's
which is
fucked,
good because
yeah.
if they just automatically get in, then it's not really fun. They're not really playing for anything.
Do you think you guys could win the Natty? Are you confident in the Natty
100%.
run?
100%. We're
What
just
is-
so deep, dude.
What is like what's the ideal spot you want to be right now when everyone's like easy path?
5 seed.
Because you play
5
the group
seed
of
is
5?
literally cakewalk.
Because you play the group of 5?
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily though. I don't think you automatically play the group of 5.
Well, not. I think it's looking like if Arizona State squeaks in, that 5 seed plays Arizona State, which is what, the 11 or 12 seed. No, because Boise State I think isn't the 12 seed anymore.
Yeah, they're like.
It's
4.
still. I think from what I've seen, I do think that's still the best.
The 5 seed.
Yeah. Which is weird because like Texas, like being the number 2 seed is a like gauntlet.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, do you get a bye as the 2?
Yeah,
sure.
you get a bye.
Top 4 your buys.
But again, like right now, it's looking like if Georgia beats Indiana round 1, we have to play Georgia again.
Fuck,
it's
dude,
like,
I forgot about
God.
Indiana's squeaking too. Well, they're not
As
squeaking,
they
but they're
should.
fucking
They
goated.
just won like 66.
No, but I just forgot that they're like in the playoff.
Yeah.
They're so sick.
Yeah.
I took my futures are both Big Ten teams, Oregon and Penn State.
Yeah,
I just feel like Penn State's gonna be there, and then Oregon's just like Dylan Gabriel might just go fucking go.
There's
for
like
it.
people saying Texas, like, how do we have 0 chance to win the Natty?
If you're
Like, what
in
have you
it-
seen? We
if
have
you're
the
in it,
best
you don't have
defense in the
Oregon-
country.
Oregon, Texas would be a sick natty. Dylan
That'd be
Gabriel,
100%.
the old OU
I would
QB
not-
at Oregon.
That would be a sick natty.
Hey,
That would be crazy.
he
If you're
always
in the
shows up
playoff,
against
you don't
us.
have 0% chance. So teams like A&M have 0% chance.
Yeah, well they're out.
Exactly. That's my point.
Mhm.
Like if you're in the playoff, you don't have a 0% chance of
No.
winning. I did see someone posted. It was like the fact that SMU's in the college football playoff before A&M is hysterical.
It's not. A&M is cheeks.
But it's like 3 years ago, SMU was 1-11. Now they're in the college football playoff first year. All
I
right,
really
should
hope
we,
they win.
Should we surf some slatage?
We could say
This is like the best college football or college basketball slate of year.
of years.
Dude, literally of year. I don't know if you saw.
No, I've seen it. You ready?
I don't know if you peeped. Also, just wanted to announce really quickly because I'm going to tweet it after the show. We've officially hired our first ever Providence College intern. Shout out Mason.
Shout out Mason.
He's going to
Let's
be
go,
helping
Mason.
out with the morning after. He's going to be running the socials. We started a morning after Twitter account. He's going to be the voice behind that. His handle's intern Mason. I'm going to tweet it all out after this, but we figured we wanted to give the morning after fans a place to congregate and a place to quote, tweet, and hear news about the show. So make sure you guys follow it once I tweet it out. Follow Mason as well. He's goated. I've always wanted to hire someone from my school and start not giving back, but just get involved with the kids out there because I feel like that's where I came from. So it's cool to get them involved in what we're doing.
Hell yeah.
And he just happened to reach out. So shout out Mason. He's going to be running the morning after Twitter account. And he's going to have his own personal account. We're going to try to have him on Fridays, I think, maybe.
That's awesome.
But we got a morning after intern.
Do you want me to throw the handle in chat?
Yeah. Throw it in
Yeah.
We
chat.
need to get a Texas freaking intern so
You
I can
do.
have one other
I know, you
little
do.
partner in crime.
You need one. You need
Because
one.
this whole company hates Texas. And it gets heavy.
Well, dude, I was telling him, I was like, just so you know, everyone's football fan, so you're going to have to carry the Providence load with me, brother. And he was like, no, I'm down.
Hell yeah.
Texted last night in the group chat. Now you're going to have to eat it all day.
Yeah, I know.
First text last night, 9 p.m. Mikey, we're so back. I know Josh is
yeah.
just sitting there like, fuck, dude. I have to listen to Providence College basketball discourse, dude. But let's go. Shout out Mason.
Shout
New
out.
intern.
Let's go.
All right, let's surf some slate. Let's talk some games. Baylor, UConn, let's start. UConn's blowing their shit out. I'm tired of betting on road teams. I think everyone's going to fade UConn because the wheels feel like they've coming off. If you think Hurley's not going to have this gym packed, if you think this UConn team isn't looking to get a lick back, you're out of your mind. I'm taking UConn money line. I don't hate the 2.5. I also just don't think Baylor's a good basketball team. We faded them in multiple spots already this year, and I think we've made money every single time. So I'll be fading them once again. I also do have to comment on this comment. Mike, just had to say, your Aziz Al-Shahir take was horrendous. Here's how I look at it. Nobody looked at the elbow, which I think is the problem. Everyone's like, dude, here's the thing about, you look back 10 years, you clearly have only been starting watching football this year. Why don't you watch some football from 10 years ago? Well, there's a reason why they put these new rules in place. It's because football players that played 10 years ago don't have brains anymore. And they can't remember their kids' names. So that's why they adjusted the rules to try to save their brains and their bodies. So looking back at 10 years is actually a great example of why he should be banned for at least a year. So I understand that football used to be really violent, but unfortunately, when those guys pass away and they look at their brains, they find levels of CTE that should never be in a brain. So that's why he should be banned, because they made those rules. Am I wrong?
I do have a question though. So like, obviously it's easy to say now, but like, I think that's why I love watching Josh Allen run the football so much, because he's not like a big sliding guy. Like if anything, he embraces the tackle. Like Trevor Lawrence, big guy. Why aren't you like just embracing the tackle? Because I talked to my dad a little bit about it. Like he played football or whatever, and it's like I always found it better like if I just like embrace the tackle, because like you start sliding, like especially when you're sliding this way, you're leaving this whole part of your body just open to get rocked.
Which is where the elbow hit.
Yeah, and you're trusting them that they're not going to hit you late, you know? So it's like, why not run and embrace it, you know?
I don't disagree.
And go down.
I don't disagree.
But
I mean, the only argument would be maybe the ball popped out.
maybe.
If you're Trevor Lawrence, you're not used to getting hit.
Yeah.
Alshire kind of gets a... But then it's like, dude, he got, like, the people that are like, quarterbacks are sliding too late. Even if you watch it in fast motion, he was clearly sliding. Like, it wasn't like it was maybe, like, you could maybe make the argument that, like, it was a little bit. But by the time Trevor Lawrence's hip was on the ground, Alshire was lunging.
Yeah.
So it's like he lunged as the hip hit the ground, and by the time the hip is hitting the ground, like, you had time to not lunge. It was so obviously a late hit, and, like, you know, obviously for a clip, I'm always going to go overboard. I also am in the mindset of the comment section isn't for me. I just put an opinion out there, and then you guys can talk about it. So
yeah, that's
you
fair.
guys can talk about it, man.
That's fair.
But yeah, I agree with you. Could just embrace it. I mean, it was clearly a late hit.
Because I've always heard, like, it's better to hit than to get hit.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, like, I think Texas running back Trey Wisner, he's such a dog, because, like, you don't hit him, he hits you.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But
I agree.
I know it's a little tricky, especially, like, Trevor Lawrence, who's been a little unlucky with injury, so it's like...
It's also just, like, an egregiously late hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now he, like, is going to miss 5 weeks. Like, but the only thing that pisses me off is it's like, okay, Trevor Lawrence clearly saw Alshire coming, and he was like, oh, I don't want to get hit by that man, so I'm going to slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he sacrificed his body, like your dad says, where you slide and you basically leave everything open.
Yeah.
And got fucking rocked and hit the back of his head, which is like the most dangerous spot of your head to get hit. That's why Tua always has those little things. Like, it seriously fucks up your brain.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And, like, that's why I was like, dude, like, you, like, he's doing the one thing in football to protect his body from getting hit by a person like Alshire, who's massive and will, like, do damage to your body, and still got fucking rocked.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tricky. Like, there's some hits where I'm like, yeah, like, that could have been avoided. That one's a little hard to excuse.
And you
For
look,
sure.
dude, the elbow is in his mouth.
Yeah.
Like, he literally led with the elbow and just fucking cracked him.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking the head coach of the Texans being like, just
Yeah, I
bitching.
didn't like his response.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I did not like that.
That was crazy. All right, fuck. We're on to basketball. Baylor, UConn. I'm taking UConn. I think it's a great bounce back spot for UConn. I mean, we saw with Providence as well. You just don't fade these Big East teams at home, especially if they're a good team like UConn is. I promise you, that UConn gym is going to be louder than a football stadium with coming home and after being on a losing streak coming off that tournament. I'm going to trust Kevin Willard at home with 5.5 points. I'm going to take -5.5 for Maryland. This Maryland team is good, and they've looked good. I don't necessarily trust Ohio State yet. And I think you're getting a lot of teams home opener against good teams. So this is when they pack the gym. This is when they white out or they black out or they wear red, whatever it is. And I think those are really hard environments to play really early in the season. So I'm going to take a lot of home teams in their first big home game where the students I know are going to pack the gym, and that just makes it way harder for the away team. So I'm going to take Maryland -5.5. I'm only going to talk about the big game, guys, so if you want, like, Coppin State Wagner plays, I got zilch for you. The next one
Is
that I
Maryland
wanted
like a
to-
real wagon this year? They look good.
I got to see. I mean, I love Kevin Willard. He used to coach
Okay.
at Seton Hall.
Yeah.
He has a good team, but they're young.
Okay.
So you got to just, like, and if the game is close, he's not a very great close game coach. But I feel like he should be able to get the job done here. But we're
Okay.
going to watch out for the wagon status for sure. I'm taking Bama at plus chicken to beat UNC on the road. I'm fading my narrative I just gave out, but I don't think UNC is a good basketball team. I just don't. RJ Davis is a great basketball player for college, but they're not a great team. I think Alabama's a great team, and I think this line, by the way, was 2.5 last night for UNC. Now -1.5 for UNC.
This feels like a Kansas Duke.
This does feel like a Kansas
You
Duke.
know?
This does feel like a Kansas Duke.
Yeah.
And we're taking Kansas or Bama in this scenario. But I'm just saying in that scenario, we took Kansas.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
taking
yeah.
the same thing.
Uh-huh.
We're taking Bama in this scenario as well. Also, that over is obscenely high.
Can I ask you a
'Cause it's
question?
Bama. Yeah.
I want you guys to guess this line. Coppin State Wagner. They played today.
I didn't see it.
What do you think Coppin State's first half team total
Josh,
is?
what the fuck?
Just guess. Just guess. What do you
Well,
think?
just is it low or high?
25.5.
Yeah. 28.5.
It's 23.5.
Wow.
Is that your nugget?
No, I just wanted
Okay.
people to know
Wanted to
that.
share
I
that.
thought that was going to be the
The
Josh.
total in that
nugget
game is
today.
116.5.
Wow.
23.5 points in the first half.
That's
Holy
crazy.
That is insane.
It seems like Florida losing their head coach hasn't affected them at all. So I'm going to take -17.5 against Virginia. Virginia's horrible. Like, Virginia is really, 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 really bad. But they play really slow, and they play good defense. So maybe I am concerned about the 17.5. That's going to be bottom of the list of things I'm going to bet today. Marquette, Iowa State. Iowa State's -5.5 at home. This is really hard for me because I really want to take Marquette plus 5.5 because I think Marquette is the best basketball team in the country behind Kansas. But this does feel like a spot where Iowa State potentially does cover. And this is a marquee Marquette loss. And I think it does scare me a little bit. But I don't know. I feel like my poopy brain, I just don't know if I can fade Marquette, dude. I don't
like
know
the
if I
over
can
in this
do it.
game a lot,
I do like the
honestly.
over as well.
This game just screams over, like primetime game, biggest game of the night, probably one of the biggest games of the night.
First time chatter. Mikey, do you like the over in the Maryland game? I do not because I don't know if Ohio State's going to put up clips. Marquette, Iowa State. I'm going to say save that for later because I might take the 5.5. I'm definitely going to take the over with Josh. I agree. I like that 151 number. I really want to take plus 5.5, but I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to take Memphis' team total against Louisiana Tech. I think they run them out of the gym. Memphis is literally the epitome of fun college basketball this year. And then the last two games we're going to talk about. Or no, 3 games. But one of them. Josh. Are you aware that our little Kansas wagon is playing Creighton?
Yes, I am.
Creighton is -4.5 at home.
Mm-hmm. Kansas is -4
Or Kansas -4.
on the road.
I feel like you got to take Kansas, dude. I don't know, dude. It's Kalkbrenner versus Dickinson.
I was thinking
That's the match.
I was thinking we take Creighton, dude. And I don't like Creighton this year.
I've taken Creighton 2 times this year, and dude, they just can't. Like Pop Isaacs. Dude, my only thing, Kansas is so fucking deep. Creighton is not. And I don't know if Ashworth is playing today. Yeah, the white dude on West Virginia can shoot. Bet your ass. It's DeVries, I'm pretty sure. Fuck, I didn't expect you to say Creighton.
I know. I like Creighton.
It's Kalk versus Dick. It's Dick Kalk.
I know.
You're caulking Dick.
Yeah. I think we can go Kalk. No dick for me tonight.
Can I interest you in Texas today against NC State?
Yeah, that could be an interest for sure. NC State is...
Trey Johnson, him.
He is definitely him.
He is a bucket.
Fuck, Josh has me rethinking this. I think I'm going to take the over in Kansas, Creighton,
Ooh.
Okay.
and move on. Michigan State, Minnesota. We row the boats, Minnesota. I'm just kidding. That's only for football. Don't bet that. Holy shit, game of year. Give me Auburn money line. Leave the points at the fucking door. I don't give a fuck. There's no way at home that Cooper Flag is going to beat Auburn. There's just no
way.
fucking shot.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. And Duke's -3.5.
See, what are his
And the
plays today?
sharp play is going to be Duke. And the Twitter POD is going to be Duke. And I'm going to be sitting there in my basement rubbing my hands together with Auburn ML at +140. Thank you, ma'am. I'll have another. Give me one of the best teams in the country to beat Cooper Flag, who cannot close a game out.
Fair enough.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dude, I'm gonna have to take his points today, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you guys aware that the Trent Chelly system is on the board today, and we will be taking it?
What is it?
Mississippi State is -5.5 at home against a ranked team.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mississippi State. I'll have another.
Yeah, we're taking that.
Mississippi State -5.5.
Dude, also, have you guys watched Utah State play this year?
Wait, where's this Texas game, Lauren? I don't even see it.
I see.
It's at the bottom.
It's at
I'm all the way at the bottom.
8:15 against NC State.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. Oh my God, you guys are -2.5 on the road.
Yeah, dude. They win those.
You do win those. Yeah. Give me Texas ML. I love that. That's so good, actually. Yep, I love that.
Dude, I kind of love
Alright.
Vandy -6 as well
Ooh.
on the road. I feel like Vandy's pretty good this year. I think they're better than people give them credit for.
Ooh.
What do you think?
I
about
didn't
that?
expect Vandy out of
I just like
Josh.
fading Virginia Tech too.
Yeah,
They
Virginia Tech's
stink.
fucking rat.
They
Yeah,
stink.
let's do Vandy -6.5.
I feel like no one's touching that. No one's touching Vandy -6.
Feels good.
Rav, unfortunately, I know you support Pitt. I know when you Google like Ken Pom and net and all that stuff, it looks really cool. But in sports betting, when a ranked team is a dog to an unranked team in their house, they always lose.
Always.
And I used to fade it all the time, and then you would check Twitter and see that Shelly puts out one play and it's gonna be Mississippi State, and it bangs.
Yeah.
Like it's bottomless. So it's not
Pittsburgh isn't going to be able to score today. I guarantee. They're
Guarantee
going
it.
to score 58 points.
guarantee you that over is gonna be the worst bet of the day.
Yep.
So just prepare yourself for that eventuality. Just prepare yourself. All right, let's do some prize picks. I know Lauren likes Cooper Flag points.
Yes, but I like Trey Young points even more.
Wow. In the NBA?
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, we're jumping ship.
Also, real quick,
Oh.
2 more 100-yard games from Marvin Harrison and the TMA go catches.
Wow.
Wow.
DeAndre Swift receptions was fucking
Yeah.
like
Yeah. He needs 2 more. in
Chet
5
Bingus.
games, Yeah.
Can I be totally honest with you guys? I did something last night that was like really embarrassing, and it like happened out loud. I spend a lot of time alone now, and I think you start getting comfortable alone.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so I did something last night, and I was like, "Whoa, I might need to start like hanging around other humans again."
What'd you do?
Dude, I was in my bed, and like I do like my I always like lab in bed for like the next day of college basketball on my phone, and I'll just like look through a bunch of shit. And I opened Prize Picks. I don't want you to look at me when I do this. It's super embarrassing. I don't want anyone making eye contact when I do this. I opened Prize Picks, dude. I was by myself in my dark room just with my phone light, and I clicked the college basketball tab, and I audibly went, dude, it snapped me out. I was like, holy shit. Like almost like I was like hungry.
Sounded like
it's-
a furry,
Dude, yeah, it snapped me out. I was like, oh my
Mikey's
God.
turned into a furry.
I literally was like, oh my God. And I made that noise, and it was sobering. Not that I was even fucked up, but it was super sobering. I was like, I need to start having contact with other humans again. Like, I need to like go on night sweats or something, because that was concerning. But
Oh, that's great.
yeah, that was tough. Just wanted to come clean about that one. Feel like I didn't need to come clean about it, but I feel good coming clean about it, because that should have never happened. Should have never happened. Should have never happened.
God damn it, dude.
All right, hold on. I'm looking at the college.
Oh, I have
advanced.
a
Oh my God!
Alright,
dude, I
wait.
know I'm gonna hate it too.
No, you're
That's
gonna
just
like
the
it.
annoying
You're
part.
gonna
I
like it.
know
No,
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna like
hate
it. You're gonna like it.
Okay, all right.
RJ Davis more than 1.5 turnovers.
Whoa.
In a super fast-paced game, Alabama just makes you play super fast. He hasn't had more than 1 in the last 2 games.
Oh my
And I feel like Bama's just going to make him go quick.
Oh
That causes turnovers.
Can you look up the DePaul spread? I just want to see if they're -15.5.
DePaul.
Yeah.
That could be sharp.
Trey Johnson 20 ball.
Plus 15.5.
Dude, I
against
love
Tech.
that. I love that.
Oh, but you like Trey Young? You said more.
15.5.
Trey Johnson is getting.
DePaul's -15.5.
Plus 15.5 against Tech.
Do you understand the generational comment that Shelley made?
What do you say?
He was like, dude, DePaul's -15.5. You'll never get that spread again this year. They have been in a 15.5 point spread on either side in almost every game.
Why would we
Do
listen
you-
to
but do
Chelly's
you
takes
understand-
on college basketball?
But do you understand how generational that is to like say that game one of the year and them have 6 games where they're favored by 15 and a half, and then in their first big game they're 15 and a half point underdogs?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is literally generational. All right. Can I give a square?
Please.
Okay, so we got Trae Young, we got turnovers. Oh, I'm nervous. I feel like I sold yesterday and now I'm fucking botch jobbed. I'm going to go with the guy that always shows up for them when they need him because he's their go-to. I'm going to go DeJuan Harris on Kansas points. Just 10 points.
Okay.
He's their guy down the stretch. Whenever everything goes wrong, he's the guy that normally gets fouled. The offense runs through him. He's an unbelievable defender, and I think in big games, you go to DeJuan Harris, but it's going to be a sweat. He might have 2 points in the first half, so just,
That's okay.
stay with me on
Hey,
that
10,
one.
like you can
I
never
feel
count
like-
out 10 points.
I feel like he always hits an early 3.
Always.
Always hits an early 3.
And loading, he just missed his first 3 of the game.
No.
All right, here we go. And then Trae Young points. You know what I'm going to start doing, too, that I'm going to make Mason do? I'm going to send him our prize picks lineup of the day. So maybe that's where we'll post our
Yeah.
TMA prize picks.
Yeah.
Mm.
Everyone go follow.
Everyone go follow.
Bookit_TMA.
All right, the prize picks lineup today is, are we going to get a Lauren 2-piece?
Dude, I might do double Trey. Trey Young, Trey John.
I fucking love that. The Trey way.
The Trey way.
The Trey way. Ice Trey the gang.
Yeah.
DeJuan Harris points, R.J. Davis turnovers, Trae Young points. That is the TMA 3-piece.
Locked.
Everyone has a square I sold yesterday. So just keep that in mind.
That's all right.
Lauren, as always, thank you for coming on. We are at
course,
the
of
end,
course.
unfortunately. I feel like we had fun today.
I had a great time.
Did
It
everyone
always
have
goes
fun
by
today?
so fast.
I know.
Yeah,
We
it
got to start
does.
doing 9:45 normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
I don't know why
That'd
we
be
don't.
so fun.
We
I think
should.
because in the beginning I was nervous I wasn't having a lot to talk about, but I'll yap, dude.
We can, yeah.
Well, especially now there's so much to talk about.
Yeah, there's so much. The summer was a struggle.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes we'd be looking
Summer-
at the clock, it'd be 11:15. I'd be like, dude, I had nothing.
It's like, wait, there's 3 MLB games on.
And dude, the MLB just started getting like just brain dead from us. I'd be like, all right, Royals, Athletics plus 1.5, and the Mets.
We're going to take Bobby Witt.
yeah. Literally be like, Bobby with Josh would be like, it's Ian Happ day. All right. Lauren, you want to say goodbye to the people before I go in a little inspiration?
Of course. We'll be seeing guys. And by the way, Texas Beltas to Georgia this weekend. We get our leg back. Say what you want.
Bang. Bang, 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 bang. I mean, you knew it was coming. You knew we needed it. Looking forward to the coin toss. We talked a lot about that game. It was a good conversation. Hopefully everybody had fun on that episode as well. It'll be dropping on Thursday. Make sure you go watch it. Here's what I'm going to say. Let's do this one today. Okay, here we go. I feel like this is pertinent in everybody's life. You could go from literally the beginning of time to now, and I think this is pertinent to just at least hear. I don't judge anyone that stands before you because you don't know how far they've necessarily come. And I think a lot of times in our life we get so singular. We live such a singular life and have very singular existences. And what I mean by that is we just kind of focus on everything that's going on with us. It's like, oh, I'm having a bad day. I'm not feeling very well. And sometimes we take it out on the people around us. Sometimes we blame the people around us. And I don't think enough we look at the people in front of us, or we look at the person at the grocery store that's maybe a little disheveled. That was me a couple days ago. Or maybe we look at our family members and we judge. And we judge and we make comments. And I think especially in this day and age where the internet is just so free to say the meanest thing you want and to be as rude as possible because the screen makes you feel invincible. But I think just on a Wednesday, stop judging the people that you meet or the people that stand in front of you because you don't know how far they've come. You don't know what they've gone through to show up at work today, even though they might look a little disheveled. You don't know what they've gone through to be at the gym that day. And you're texting your friends like, dude, you see this fucking idiot at the gym right now. So just allow yourself to be at peace with everything that's around you. Don't judge anyone that stands before you because you don't know how far they've come. I love you guys so much. Take one step forward. I love you guys so much. If we take one step forward, it's going to take us places that we couldn't even imagine. But it's okay to take a step backwards sometimes. And I think I understand that the most. I'm fucked up right now. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm fucked up. My head is fucked up. I'm not drunk. But like in terms of my mental, my emotions, I'm fucked up right now. But I'm working through it. And I'm taking steps forward, and hopefully you guys are taking steps forward with me. But understanding that it's okay to take a step backwards, but sometimes we just got to take 2 forward the next day to make up for it. I love you guys so much. We'll see you here tomorrow. We're going to do 9:45 a.m. Central, so that's 10:45 Eastern. We're going to go 2 hours tomorrow. I think we're just going to make that the standard time from now on, Josh, if that's right. Maybe in the summers we'll go back to 10:45 Central. I love you guys so much. Whatever you're going through, I promise you're going to beat it. I promise you're going to get through it, and we'll be out on the other side before you know it. I love you guys so much. We'll see you here tomorrow. Tune into BTL, Surge, and Night Sweats.